Hi everyone, welcome to this video where we discuss online dictionaries. In our class today we will discuss three main types of online dictionaries. These are dictionary of collocations and dictionary of synonyms or thesaurus and the urban dictionary. So we'll start with the first type of dictionaries, which is the dictionary of collocations. And the first question we have before we check the website and the dictionary itself is, what are collocations and why are they important? Collocations are words that are often used together, such as utterly fascinating or concerted effort. They can be difficult to learn because they are not always predictable, and a collocate for one word doesn't always work as a collocate for a near synonym of that word. For example, we don't say utterly interesting, but we say utterly fascinating. We don't say hard effort or voice a word. A collocation or collocations are a central figure of language, and being able to produce natural word combinations is an indication of fluency. So collocation also contributes to meaning. So most common words have more than one meaning, and we use the surrounding context, or what we call the co-text, to indicate which meaning is intended. So collocation also plays a big part in this process. So we'll start with the first entry from the Dictionary of Collocations. This entry is from osdec.com, but you're of course free to consult any other online dictionary of collocations. So the entry we have here is for the word food. And of course, the first thing provided is the part of speech, so food as a noun. And then we have some suggested adjectives that go with the noun food. So we can say delicious food, excellent food, tasty food, wonderful, decent, enough, sufficient. Of course, this depends on the context. This depends heavily on the context in which the word is used. And then we have some example sentences. Everyone has the right to adequate food and clean water. We also have some adjectives that go with the noun food in a different context, like in the context of discussing cuisine and so on. So we have plain, simple, exotic, specialty food, gourmet food, and so on. Then we have also verbs that go with the noun food. So we have consume, eat, or have, and then sample sentences. We can say we enjoy the food, we like the food, or we live on food. And in some contexts, we can say we avoid certain types of food, we cut down on certain types of food, and so on. And then we have example sentences for some of the verbs that go with the noun food. Then we have you can also offer somebody food, and then we have verbs that collocate with food but come after the noun food, like food smell, food taste, and so on. We also have nouns that collocate with food, so we can say food resource, food supply, for example. The seaside fish market is a ready food supply for scavenging seabirds. We can say food consumption, food intake, for example, when discussing a diet or something, the food intake, and so on. Food hygiene and safety, food crisis, shortage, distribution, food market, and so on. And then we have prep, which stands for prepositions. So prepositions that go with food. We have for food, so killing animals for food or without. And then we have some of the most common phrases that go with food, like food and drink or a supply of food. So using a dictionary of collocations can help you a great deal in improving your writing skills. So when you're writing an essay or something and you need to check which adjectives go with which nouns, you can always consult a dictionary of collocations to make sure that you get the right vocabulary, the right collocations going together. Now we're going to discuss the second type of dictionaries, which is the dictionary of synonyms or thesaurus. Sometimes you might want to find a different way of saying something. A thesaurus can help you with this. If you look up a word in a thesaurus, it will show you a list of synonyms. These are other words that mean the same thing or something similar. So one of these synonyms might be a better way of saying what you want, and you could use it instead. Again, a dictionary of synonyms or a thesaurus can help you with your writing instead of sounding redundant and repeating the same vocabulary over and over. You can use a dictionary of synonyms to help you find other ways to express the same ideas. So here is a sample entry from the dictionary of synonyms or the thesaurus for the word beautiful. Of course, we have the pronunciation, we have the part of speech, and we have a very brief definition. And then we have synonyms for beautiful. Of course, as you can see, lots of suggestions provided. The ones in red are the most relevant, and the ones in orange can be considered synonyms, but it depends on the context in which they are used actually, so they are not exact synonyms. Of course, it's very important to point out that for this dictionary and also the dictionary of collocations and any type of dictionaries, you will always need to consider context. You cannot just pick any word from the list without checking the context and making sure that the synonym makes sense within the context you're trying to use it in. And again, this is the rest of the entry, and the dictionary also provides antonyms or opposites for the word that you search for. And again, the most relevant antonyms or opposites are listed first, and then the least relevant ones are in a lighter shade. The final type of dictionaries we're going to discuss today is the Urban Dictionary. And the Urban Dictionary is an online dictionary for slang words and phrases. It was intended as a dictionary of slang or cultural words and phrases not typically found in standard dictionaries, and that's what makes this dictionary very special. But it's now used to define any word, event, or phrase. So words or phrases on Urban Dictionary may have multiple definitions, usage examples, and tags because they are usually added by users. So here we have a sample entry from the dictionary of the Urban Dictionary, which is frenemy. We have the pronunciation, so you can click and listen to the pronunciation. We have the definition, and then we have a sample sentence, and then we have the date this definition was added, and the person who added, or the user who added this definition. And then we have also some rates. So this is a kind of an interactive type of dictionaries where other users can actually verify the definition provided, or dislike it, like it or dislike it. So it's important to note that the definition, since the definitions provided are provided by random users, random online users, you have to be careful when using the word you're searching for, and just make sure that this word does not have any other meanings that may not be appropriate. This brings me to the end of this presentation. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.